But Ryan, this week has just been a great week for the weather, and it's starting to feel like fall.
And it's feeling like winter in some areas in Colorado with snow. In Wolf Creek, Colorado, you can see the snow blanketing the foreground there and the kind of foggy clouds with light snow still falling around the Wolf Creek area. It's like a winter wonderland out there, and it's chilly. Your air temperature, 31 degrees in Wolf Creek, 89% humidity, and the evergreen trees covered with snow. And at least it's not that breezy out there with the snowfall. So yeah, a lot of that is beginning to melt a little bit in the Enchanted Circle areas where temperatures are rising already in the high 40s, low 50s around the Taos and Alamosa area in the Valley Floors and Angel Fire. We have been still stuck with some clouds and also some mist and fog. We're slowly warming up. We're at 54, a bit chilly in Farmington already. Warming up big time in Albuquerque, 67, 57 in Santa Fe. 69 in Roswell and Carlsbad, 73 in Alamogordo. So chilly to the north, mild to the south, and in between, that's where we have the differences in humidity. Albuquerque to the south, very dry. Out in eastern, northern, and western New Mexico, that's where we're humid. We actually kind of draw almost like a surface low pressure system, and that is surrounding a really upper level low pressure system that is still spinning in the northern mountains. Now we're starting to see some rain and snow showers developing even around the Rio Chama, some lightning strikes, so something we'll keep an eye on. Meanwhile, speaking of lightning, some strong thunderstorms moving away from southeast New Mexico. We'll keep an eye on the potential of some severe weather there, but mostly away from southeast New Mexico. Low 80s in Carlsbad today, 70s in Roswell to Deming to Tucumcari. Now again, forecast highs actually are lower compared to what we are seeing now in Albuquerque because the models are not having the correct initial conditions here in Albuquerque in terms of temperatures. I actually think we may rise to 70. Meanwhile, Durango, by the way, in the 50s. Either way, not as mild as yesterday's 78 degrees. A drier day, a calmer day, a beautiful day. Again, that low pressure will continue to spin, producing some showers, rumbles of thunder, and even more high mountain peak snow in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, a dusting of snow in the Jemez Mountains. In the San Juan Mountains, we'll have to keep an eye on the potential for some light snow accumulations as well. In southeast New Mexico, maybe a stray storm near Hobbs and Lovington and Jal, but most of that will be to your east. And leftover showers with the backdoor front that will be weak will kind of meander with the upper low in eastern New Mexico overnight into tomorrow morning. That low pressure then moves away with calmer upper level winds as we head throughout the weekend. And with the drier weather, we'll deal with cold mornings, milder afternoons, breezy conditions picking up on Sunday with 25 to 40 mile-per-hour wind gusts, elevating the fire threat and blowing some dust around. But some blowing snow may still be something we'll keep an eye on, especially in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, as much as a few more inches of snowfall in the higher mountain peaks especially. So tricky travel, especially in the Moreno Valley in the Enchanted Circle. Warmer in Durango this weekend, cold morning lows, especially there in Alamosa in the teens and 20s, Farmington, Gallup, and Cuba. On either side of the 60-degree mark, in Dulce, in the Rio Chama, still some showers and rumbles of thunder possible, and we're starting to see that. So Cordo, Deming, in Las Cruces in the 70s today. Cloudcroft, 50s, Ruidoso, 60s, Artesia, Carlsbad in the 70s and 80s. Warmer this weekend, a little bit cooler next week, but Las Vegas, Clayton, and Mora, after the cool down today, temperatures not really going to cool down until Tuesday of next week. From the Enchanted Circle to Santa Fe, kind of dreary to almost wintry conditions depending where you're at in the mountainous areas. And from Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Sandia Park, to from the north to south valley of Albuquerque, temperatures generally reaching the high 50s and 60s, and 60s and low 70s in parts of the metro today, 70s this weekend, but not that breezy Sunday. Look at it next week. Absolutely beautiful weather.
I'm loving that forecast, so.
Yeah, and chilly morning temperatures, the weather we can handle. It's a winning forecast.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ryan.
Of course.